Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the instant match reaction to Everton 4, Hull City 0. Very strange game, a weird game, like a training game for large parts of it, and then just ended up with a flurry of goals at the end. It was weird. The manager made a change, two changes. Kevin Morales' wife gave birth, so he came out the squad. Was replaced in the team by Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and Garner came in for Gareth Barry in midfield and gave Everton that 4-3-3 again. Obviously Calvert-Lewin operating off the left-hand side and Ross Barkley on the right, and Garner, that extra bit of engine in the midfield. The game started okay. What a horrible day, by the way. The weather was woeful. But the game started quite brightly, I thought. Everton on the front foot. And we scored a good goal. You know, it was a lovely little move. Ross Barkley, who has just been sublime lately with an absolutely fantastic weighted pass. Tom Davies, great third man run, and gets past the forwards, which is what you need from a midfield player. He does that better than any of our midfielders, and that's what makes him key in the way we play. He makes a great run, cuts a sensible ball back, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin following it in and sweeps home his first ever goal for Everton. And it was key, just like it always is in the Premier League. The first goal is key. And we almost get in again straight away. Seamus Coleman had a chance. He should have really crossed it. He had a shot, which their keeper made a comfortable save from. And then Everton fell into that lull of Hull looked a little bit like they didn't have much fight in them, which is strange because I've seen them be really upbeat and really working hard for Marco Silva, and he just looked a little bit, whether they just didn't believe they could get anything at Goodison, I don't know, and then losing the goal. But they just looked devoid of any ideas, really. And I feel personally, watching it, I think if Everton would have stepped it up, they could have put that game to bed by half time, but we didn't. We fell into that lull of, they're not doing much, so we'll just pass it around. And, we didn't really create anything clear-cut. We had an Ashley Williams header, which was basically a back pass to their goalkeeper. Other than that, we didn't really do anything other than control the game. We just popped it off. And then, right on half, or close to half-time, they play a nothing ball up the pitch, and Ashley Williams has got to deal with it, lets it bounce, and then it's the worst. It was just such a poor header back to Joel, and I think it was Lucas gets in and knocks it over Joel, and it drops on top of the net, and you're thinking, other than a Markovic shot, which nearly went off the ground, they haven't done anything. But if Lucas's lob's a little bit lower, it's 1-1 from nothing, and that's the danger. And I think that's where Ronald Koeman has got to build this side. We haven't got it yet, we're not there yet, but that's when the penny will click. Go after teams and just put them to bed, keep knocking on that door, and make them realise that it's a tough place to come. Batter them into submission, because in these kind of games, when the conditions are terrible, they get a corner or a slip. It's 1-1, and that could have been it right on half time. We'd lost Morgan Schneiderlin after about 25 minutes. I've heard Koeman's comments after the game. It doesn't look too good for Schneiderlin. Looks like he could be missing between 4 and 6 weeks. Obviously, they've got to have a scan, but just listening to Koeman, that's kind of the prognosis he was talking about. It's several weeks. So, the obligatory derby injury. Hopefully, James McCarthy will be fit by the derby. But Gareth Barry came on and done what he does. He just got in there, and it was like for like almost, albeit a slower version of Schneiderlin. But Gareth Barry done well. We got into the second half, and it was flat. I thought the manager would say, "Look, come out strong. These are there for the taking," and we didn't. There was no real reaction after half time. It was just more of the same. They had a little bit more of a go, but they didn't really offer anything either. And it was just, the game was really flat. Then we made the change. He took Calvert-Lewin off and put Murray on, which was a bit of a mad one, to go 3 at the back as opposed to try and push Baines and Coleman higher up the pitch. But I thought Holgate should have come on really out the 3. Murray came on. But again, it was nervy moments. We give a few corners away for nothing, and we just never really got up to our level. you know, there was players who would be low par. I thought Garner was fantastic. Ross Barkley was good. He's been, you know, his through ball was great, and he tried to affect it. But other players, you know, I thought Jagielka was good as well. But other players would be low par. Romelu Lukaku was below par. And I'm not saying it's because of the week, but he just wasn't in the game. We couldn't get him in the game, really. But then he had Leighton Baines plays an absolute worldie of a switch, and Rom comes inside. It's a great shot, and the keeper makes a brilliant save. And then the game swung more in our favour, even though I don't feel they offered anything. More in our favour when Tom Huddleston goes in. Now, I thought that I haven't seen it again. And if you've watched it, you might be sitting there looking at this going, it wasn't a red card. I thought it was a red card because I thought he jumped into the challenge. But that referee, he had definitely won a competition to referee the game today because he was abysmal. Ranocchia has pulled back Calvert-Lewin twice in the first half when he's away. And that's a yellow card. He didn't book him either time. He does it again in the second half, doesn't book him. The first time Gareth Barry does it, yellow card. Ashley Williams, yellow card. Now, Fatty at the back for them. He's not fat, but he's just a big unit. Richard Dunn, Mark II, who Evertonians, I've seen Evertonians bigging him up, saying we should get him. If we want to go where we want to go, avoid the likes of Harry Maguire. He's all right, but he's a Richard Dunn type player. But he come right through the back of Ross, I think it was. It was a shocking challenge. The referee didn't even give a free kick. And then Huddleston goes in. And it's a straight red. He was just all over the place. I thought it was a red because he jumped, but I don't know. Someone by me, a few seats down, didn't feel it was a red card, so I don't know whether he'd seen it again on his phone. I don't know. But Huddleston went off, you know, and we put Enna Valencia on, and Enna Valencia come on and done what Enna Valencia does, which is just run around and work hard and be a pain in the backside for them. And he scores a really good goal to get us 2-0 up, plays a lovely little ball into Lukaku, carries on. Rom gives him it back, nice chest control, and just dispatches it into the bottom corner. 2-0, game done and dusted, you know. And then Enna gets on it again, slides Rom in, and Rom finishes like he finishes. A great finish from him, running one-on-one, slots it past the goalkeeper for 3-0. And then we get in to, you know, good pressure for the fourth goal. They knock it out to the full-back. Great pressure by Barkley and Baines, under it, back pass. Lukaku's in, nice little lollipop round the keeper and rolls it in for 4-0. And it gave the scoreline a look that if you watch the game, it wasn't a 4-0. Never going to moan a 4-0. It's great, but it was probably, you know, a generous scoreline for us because the truth is we didn't really get out of first gear today. You know, Hull, I don't know, maybe they see their points at home, I'm not sure. They were very disappointing as well. The fans were excellent, their fans, but they were very disappointing. But 4-0 win for us, you know, and the scary thing, I suppose, for us is we know we can go up 2 or 3 levels than that today. But we've won another home game, 6 straight home games, 22 goals scored and just 3 conceded since the Derby defeat. Unbelievable form. Unbelievable form. We go into the break now. We're on the back of 2 home wins, 6 points out of 6. At the moment of me filming this, we're in 6th spot. If we'd have got another 2 goals, we'd have been 5th. But we're level points with Arsenal. You know, Manchester United play tomorrow and could go back above us. But all we're doing is we're knocking on the door and we're just asking questions, aren't we? And that's all we can do. We just go from game to game, get the win, and see what happens next. And We've got 2 weeks off now. Then we've got 2 huge games. We've got Liverpool, and then we got Manchester United both away. You know, and then Leicester at home, who are playing really well and have beaten Porno FC today. So, you know, big games coming up. That's what we want. You know, but today the fans were brilliant. There wasn't I didn't hear anyone booing Romelu Lukaku. I heard a lot of people singing his name. He's got another 2 goals. Hopefully he'll see the street end love him and it might make him think. I don't know. But he should be thinking, I'm the focal point in a team that is flying, that has got lots of potential, that is going upwards. They're about to hit me with a big fat wedge. You know, he's got to be very careful about his choices. The same opportunities will still be there for Romelu Lukaku in 15 months' time, the end of next season. Now, if Everton are bobbing around 7th again, then he's given it a good go under Koeman with some money spent and all that. And that's what, you know, maybe they're the kind of things he needs to look at and just think, he's playing every week, he's doing really well. it's a World Cup year next year. Maybe it's better for him to say to Ronald Koeman, well, who are we bringing in? Who are we strengthening with? And Koeman goes, bang, 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 bang. And he goes, right, okay, give me 140 grand a week. I'll sign again. However, let's get this release clause. Whatever. If it's a Champions League club and Everton aren't in it, then maybe we sell him. Maybe that's how we do it. But one thing's for sure, if we do sell him, we're going to have to go and get someone like a Lacazette or a couple of strikers who can supplement the goals. He's got 21 goals and 6 assists this season. So there you go. Be very difficult to replace. Anyway, that's enough. I don't know how I've done 10 minutes on what wasn't a very good game. Everton have won it 4-0. Another great victory for the Blues. Check out Ped's Instant Match Reaction. I'll do some ratings because people like them. And me and Ped be back in the studio on Monday with a guest. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I've been Baz. See you soon on Toffee TV.